Horror films aren't generally an acquired taste. You either love them or you don't. I'm a bit half and half. The ones I like are generally rooted in some sort of reality. Jaws, Alien, even Invasion of the Body Snatchers, rather than supernatural hocus pocus. But at least It Lives Inside draws on some less familiar hocus pocus. Not dollops of the Book of Revelations this time, or that old standby, the ancient Native American burial ground. It Lives Inside's inspiration comes from old Indian folk tales. Sam's family are immigrants, but she's more concerned with fitting in at her all-American high school. Mum worries, is she losing her Asian identity?
When Tamir and I were kids, my mom used to tell us stories.
Meanwhile, another Indian-American teenager, Tamira, is having the opposite problem. She can't shake off her Indian roots. She freaks out her classmates because she wanders around the school clutching a mysterious black jar. Her teachers are worried about her too.
What is the deal with Tamira? Is she doing all right?
My stomach drops every time she appears out of thin air like that.
Finally, Sam asks Tamira, and Tamira tells her. It is, in fact, a haunted, mysterious black jar. Remember those scary stories we used to be told as children? Well, like that. Sam asks Mum for more information about jars and darkness, and Mum obliges. In fact, Mum's got 2 jobs in this film, providing exposition and banquets for big family gatherings.
The ayah said never to sleep with a bad feeling in our hearts, because there's a dark thing that feeds on those feelings.
Sam poo-poos all this immigrant mumbo-jumbo. After all, she's a modern, all-American kid now, more interested in boyfriends and homework than the old ways. But in horror films like It Lives Inside, old ways have a habit of catching up with you, whether you like it or not.
It needs to tenderize the soul by attacking your sanity, isolating you from those who love you. And if anyone tries to help you, it will hurt them.
Why are you whispering?
It's listening.
The film is the debut feature of writer-director Bishal Dutta and has been received favourably in horror fan circles. It has to be said that Dutta is quite effective at setting moods, lots of dark, red-lit rooms and spooky black shapes, but he's less effective at making much sense of it all.
There's something in here. You can't see it. But it lives inside.
Generally, horror films are most effective when they keep it simple. The more explanation required, the more inconvenient questions start being asked by the audience. It's coming to get you, look out, is fine, rather than it's out to get some of you, sometimes, and sometimes you can get away and sometimes you can't.
It's called the Pishash. It doesn't kill you right away. It eats you slowly.
So how powerful is the dreaded Pishash when it finally starts appearing, and what does it take to make it stop? I suppose that's true of all horror films. We want it to be terrifying, but we also want our heroine to walk away at the end, more or less in one piece.
What do? We must make an offering.
Om Dio Shanti. Only you Shanti. Only you Shanti.
The producers of It Lives Inside are best known for their work with writer-director Jordan Peele, whose Twilight Zone-type know-how is the missing ingredient here. Though to be fair, I can hardly complain when a film not aimed at me turns out not to be to my taste.
When it's ready. It eats your soul.